Today we connect with sophomore transfer Olivia Barlow. That and more on our 16th WAtv episode of the year. Good morning, Wheaton Academy. I'm Katrina Grossman. Welcome to today's episode of WAtv News. We're coming to you from Studio 22.
It's Tuesday, February 11th. We've got a special edition of WAtv for you today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Vince Araneta. Let's get you caught up on a few announcements.
We are in the midst of Spiritual Life Week here at Wheaton Academy. Steve Carter and Megan Fate Marshman will be speaking to the student body through Thursday, February 13th. There will be a special worship night on the White Chapel Thursday evening at 7 p.m., and Friday we will see an interactive chapel. For any girls interested in trying out for the girls' soccer team this spring, there will be an informational meeting on Thursday, February 20th at the lunchroom down in Mr. Fritz's classroom in the field house.
Course registration for the upcoming school year is quickly approaching. On Wednesday, February 19th, all returning students will receive course recommendations during advisory time. On Monday, March 2nd, Wheaton Academy will hold its first ever registration night from 3:30 to 9 p.m. Students and parents will be able to come on March 2nd to register for classes, receive personalized guidance on course recommendations, and get questions answered.
There will be a sophomore class lunch fundraiser this Friday, February 14th. It will feature a spaghetti lunch with fruit, bread, and dessert. Please come and plan to support the sophomore class as they fundraise for their senior class trip.
For every guy planning to try out for tennis this spring, come to a required meeting next Wednesday during lunch in Coach Dykman's room 201. There will be key details given regarding the upcoming season. For this first package, I, along with Annie Schaffler and Nick Limbers, describe what's happening with Spiritual Life Week over the next few days.
Spiritual Life Week is always quite the event when it comes to student life. Although to many it may just mean a chapel every day, there's far more that goes into it than the average student would know. Mr. Hogan, along with his project lead team, helped spearhead this week through their preparation and leadership. The chapels that may just seem like another routine gathering are very thought out and planned. To contacting the speakers months in advance to organize group activities, there's quite a bit of work put into making it happen. Among the speakers attending are WATv favorites Steve Carter and Megan Fate Marshman.
When you listen, you learn how to love.
You are human, and you will have desires.
Along with the words of these speakers and the leadership of Mr. Hogan and his team, Spiritual Life Week becomes an electric celebration of WATv community at its best. This year's theme is Reals versus Feels, a subject relating to the dualistic nature of a typical high schooler's life nowadays. This is particularly relevant to today's world given the many things calling for our attention. How can we know it's real? How can we really be ourselves? How can I discern reality from feelings? Be prepared to delve into these questions and more as a community as Spiritual Life Week continues.
And I urge you not to just do all the things and miss being connected.
Vince Araneta with WATv, signing out.
You know, I transferred last year, and so because of the snowstorm, I never got to have a Spiritual Life Week.
Well, here, I'll tell you this much. Spiritual Life Week is definitely very unique to Wheaton Academy, and I really think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's my first one, so I guess we'll have to see how it goes. Olivia Barlow, a sophomore here at Wheaton Academy, transferred out at the end of her freshman year, only to return and rejoin her classmates 6 months later. Cole Andrews sat down to talk to her about this and more.
Gnarly is a local establishment about 7 minutes away from.
I'm Olivia Barlow. I'm 16 years old. I'm a sophomore. I really enjoy acting and modeling. I do a lot of musicals, and I'm number 6 of 7 children. I have a brother-in-law, a sister-in-law, 3 nieces, a dog, and 2 amazing parents. I also love to travel. So towards the end of summer 2019, I made the decision to be homeschooled for the year because I started to worry about what I would do with the rest of my life. And it seems like everyone else had it figured out already. So I decided that I would try to learn from people in my life who had already found success in what they do. I decided to come back to WA after first semester for a few different reasons. One, I learned that I thrive off of a schedule, and that if no one was keeping me accountable, I would probably sleep all day. I learned that I don't need to have just one career that I'll pursue for the rest of my life. I will most likely go through different seasons with different types of work. And then 3, I started to get lonely because I would go days without seeing my friends, and some days I'd be alone in my room all day. The biggest similarity between WA and homeschool is the ability to accommodate like different learning styles. For example, if you were a visual learner, you'd probably prefer to watch a video or a documentary to learn something rather than like someone who learns through like verbal communication would probably rather listen to a lecture or like a podcast.
During first semester, Olivia traveled to Greece as a late birthday present from her sister. While there, her brother-in-law created a Mamma Mia music video featuring Olivia with some incredible footage. Check it out.
Last semester I did a few CYT musicals. I took acting classes, I read books, listened to podcasts, watched documentaries, and studied the Bible. I traveled to Oregon to babysit my 2 nieces while their parents were out of town, and it kind of gave me a taste of what it's like to be a mom. And I think that's like an experience that like everyone should learn how to be a parent. Again, I went to Greece and kind of like learned some history there, and it was an amazing experience.
Thanks to Olivia for sitting down and sharing. It was so interesting to learn more about her and her story. We're glad she's back at Wheaton Academy and enjoying her time here. From WAtv, this is Cole Andrews, signing out.
As Katrina mentioned, we're actually both transfers, so I think we can kind of understand what it feels like to move to a new school.
Yeah, I mean, Olivia, I totally get you. We've both been in the same place, and it's not easy. So the fact that you even had the guts to stand up and talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're glad you're here, Olivia. There's a lot of lunch offerings within a 10-minute drive from here. Gnarly Knots, with its extensive pretzel menu, provides a great alternative to the burger or salad lunch. Josh Woodall reports on this local company.
Gnarly Knots is a local establishment about 7 minutes away from Wheaton Academy. It is located near CDH Hospital. They serve pretzels filled with different kind of meat, cheese, sweet, salty, anything you ask for, they probably have it. This establishment was opened up in Downers Grove in 2013. We decided to go and get an interview with the employees down there.
What is Gnarly Knots?
Gnarly Knots is a pretzel company right down the road from you guys. We do a bunch of soft pretzels and soups, dipping sauces. It's pretty awesome.
So what makes Gnarly Knots unique?
Definitely our handcrafted pretzels. We make them every morning. We come in super early, roll them all out by hand, and then we hand bake them as well. Everything's fresh. Everything's unique.
What would you say to someone who's never been to Gnarly Knots or someone that wants to come to Gnarly Knots?
Definitely try a stuffed pretzel. It's what we're known for. Every day is different. You can find us online at gnarlyknots.com. You can see all of our different specials, all of our soups, all the sauces to go with them.
It's not your typical pretzel place you'll find at the mall. The flavor is 10 times better than you'll ever have. They're super fluffy. They're super doughy.
Gnarly Knots hooked us up with some pretzels. We did a taste test and then handed them out to students and faculty and teachers around Wheaton Academy.
All right, here we go. 2 thumbs up.
Perfect. Perfect.
I can eat the whole thing? Whoa. That's really generous. Gnarly Knots is awesome.
So what type of sauce do you? I don't know which one to like.
I don't know which kind is either, but I'll try this. Looks like mustard or something.
All right, here she goes.
Peach jelly is what it is.
That's not fun. But the pretzels are good.
Very good. Very good.
Shout out to Gnarly Knots for hooking us up with free pretzels. If you have time, stop by there, get some pretzels. They're really good. It's been your boy J-Dog from WATv, signing out.
I didn't have breakfast this morning, and after watching that video, I kind of feel like I need to check out Gnarly Knots.
I mean, hey, Gnarly Knots is definitely worth it.
Lunch?
Of course.
To catch you up on all your sports news for the week, here's Alan Rodriguez.
Gracias, Katrina. Soy Alan Rodriguez Jr. del Cuatro. Let's discuss physical recreation. Good looks to the wrestling program. They finished up their season with a record of 18-5 and an impressive 5-0 in the MSC Conference. At regionals last weekend, Wheaton Academy had 3 guys advance and move on to the sectional competition this upcoming weekend. Tag Kazmerzak qualified in the 106-pound division, Jonathan Vanderbilt qualified at 138 pounds, and Zach Walraven moved on in the 152-pound division. Congrats to the 3 guys and good luck at sectionals. Our boys basketball team has snapped hard their last 5 games with wins and goes into a huge game tonight against Timothy Christian away in Elmhurst. They seek to avenge their loss from earlier in the season when the Trojans won a last-second three-point attempt. You best be there on Thursday to support the team as they play Westmont at 7:30 in the Warrior Dome. And finally, our girls basketball team takes a 16-8 record into regional play, starting tonight. The Warriors have the Dome on lock the whole week for regionals, so come out and support the girls and make being at La Casa count. The girls play at 7:30 p.m. tonight against Somozak, and if they win, we'll play again on Wednesday night at 7:30 as well. That's all for sports, and now your 4 things.
Thanks for that sports report, Alan. Now let's get you caught up on your 4 things you need to know. Number 1, all Spiritual Life Week chapels can be found at our live stream channel. For quick access, go to the Wheaton Academy website and click on the Watch Live button in the top right corner. Number 2, congrats to sophomore Kenna Tolman, who represented Wheaton Academy in the state choir at ILMEA a week and a half ago. Number 3, the new curriculum guide is available under the Academics tab of the Wheaton Academy website. Check it out and start talking to teachers about classes for the next year. And number 4, your verse of encouragement comes from Psalm 25, verse 4. Show me your ways, Lord. Teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me.
That's all for us at WAtv. Follow us on our Instagram and Twitter at The Real WAtv.
From all of us at Studio 22, have an amazing day.